Good day, people of the internet. My name is IrisDog, and this is Guild Wars 2 Basics. For this episode, we're going to be talking about maps, events, and chat. Speaking of events, there's one going on around us. So we're going to start with maps first, and the mini-map, which is right down here. On your mini-map, you'll find it here. You can also move it to the top corner by holding this black bar and dragging it up here. You can also change the size by going to this little corner, and then you can move it around. If it's up here, yeah, you do the same thing. As you can see, this says we're at Shaymore Garrison up here. It tells you the region, I kind of want to say the territory of the zone you're in. Yeah, we're going to go with that. The territory of the zone you're in. Or just the area. That's better. You can see here, you can see the time. This is not local time, this is server time. You can adjust that by going into your options menu. And user interface, in-game clock, off, which looks like that, local time, and server time. You can scale the map pressing these pluses and minuses, or you can simply scroll in and out. Now, the way I like to have this is you scroll all the way in, and then you do one click out. That gets you view of everything within range without it turning into this. There we go. Now, we're going to go to the big map. You get to the big map by either pressing M or this world map here. Oh, forgot about these two. There are two other buttons here. Toggle rotation. Oh god, that's what that does. Where the map moves as you move. Okay, that's disorienting. Or pan to story. This pans you to wherever your current objective is, which for me is not going to go anywhere except for right here. But onto the big world map. Press the button, or M. And this is Tyria. You got all the regions here. You got, like, it says, you got the Schiffer Peaks, Ascalon, Kryta, Tarnished Coast. You got all these areas. From here, you can see world completion on this character. These are all the things you have to complete, and I'll go over these in just a bit. Then you have your region completion, which in this case is Queensdale. This is what you need to do to complete the map, which, when you complete it, you get a bunch of rewards, crafting materials, transmutation charges, which I'll go over next episode, and equipment if I have not already said that. Also, one thing you can do is highlight over an area, and you can see, well, over the level of the area, or the name. Okay, this little thing here where it's like the name and then the level. You can highlight over it, and it tells you how many hearts, waypoints, points of interest, skill points, and vistas there are in the zone, and how many you've completed. So scrolling in, you can see all these icons here. We have an uncompleted vista, I'll show you that in a moment. A scout, which shows you the region in the area. A skill point, which gives you skill points for getting utility, heal, and elite skills. Waypoints, this one's undiscovered. I'll show you what that looks like when that pops. Point of interest. And hearts. I'll be showing you the heart vendor down here when it comes time to that. You can also press escape to get out of any menus you have. Okay. You can't currently see it in this view, but there's supposed to be a compass here. It's currently just pointing me towards this heart. So there's supposed to be a compass here. This will point you towards your next quest objective, or any hearts or events in the area. But if you have any personal story stuff or any story instances available, it's just going to point you towards that. To change it, you come here to Options again, User Interface, Content Guide, which is the small compass. You set to default off, just turns off. Disable personal story, so it'll point you towards everything else in the area that's not your personal story. Or hide events and personal story, and that compass will just point you towards renowned hearts and vistas, all that kind of stuff. Now we have events. Events, as you would have seen in the beginning, are special quests that happen in an area and you have to complete them. There's different events. There's escorts, there's protections, gathering quests. There's normal events, and then there are group events where it requires more than one person, but that's adjustable unless you can handle it. You would have seen the event when we spawned in. I'll show you another event in a bit. But they scale so the enemies get more difficult or come in more numbers, with the event progressing as more and more people come. But also, the rewards get higher and higher as more people come. And for the rewards you get karma and gold. Well, yeah, you get gold and karma for completing the event, as well as experience points. Both of those currencies I'll go over in a little detail next episode, but more detail in a later episode. You can find them on the map. If you're close enough, they'll pop up on the map and they'll say, like, over here's an event or something like that. But this is something one of my friends asked me was, what does this symbol mean? This symbol usually means the destination of an escort, or the start of an event, where you just click on the character and then you would press this and then the event would start. Yeah, so it's destinations or starting of events. This is just signifying an event can happen here. We're going to toggle chat. Yeah, we'll talk about chat right now, and then we'll do icons and stuff on the map. So chat. My chat appears up here. You can press this button to extend it, or you can use the key in between your spacebar and enter key. That big key right there, that opens it. From here you can have chat options. You can edit what kind of chats you have here, the size of text that shows up, when it shows up, if profanity shows up. You can also make your own custom tabs with your own things for combat or interacting with people. You can get rid of things by pressing the X. You can have multiple chats. You can extend it, and if you grab... I'm trying to figure out where it is. Nope. If you grab up here where all the chat is, you can change position for it to be down here, and then it switches places with your party thing, which I'll be going over in a future episode. Like all the stuff I'm talking about. To actually have different chats, you have say chat, which is people around you will do say chat, so it will be a certain distance you can hear it, and it will eventually, you won't be able to hear it because you'll be out of range. So then doing slash S gets you to say chat, or slash say gets you there. Slash Y, slash yell, or slash M slash map, those get you this option, which is you type something in the chat, the whole region, everyone in the instance of this map, which is Queensdale, will hear what you're saying. So that's a good way to get help or hear if the events are going to come up. Then you have slash G, which is talking to your guild. Also slash guild works. This is talking with your guild anywhere. All your guild members who are representing your guild at the time can hear it. Then we have slash P, or slash party. As you can see, there's an event, it's trying to move out. It's an escort. So slash P or slash party gets you your party chat, which is when people are in your party, they can hear everything you're saying in the party chat. Slash W or slash whisper allows you to whisper to characters directly and only they can hear it. You can do it by choosing a person, and then either you type their name in, or, yep, they disappeared. So for this person, you would right-click, you get all these options, and then you can do whisper, and that will send messages directly to those people. Okay, to put items or things you see on the map into chat, you can do that by pressing Control, pressing a waypoint or an item in your inventory, or anything really, as long as it has a name. Okay, Control-click, automatically post something to chat. This will automatically be there, nothing attached to it. Another thing you can do is Shift-click and left-click on your thing. That puts it in chat, and then you can add text to it, so like saying, I'm at that waypoint. You can do that. You can also do things like, say you have that going, and then it's like, someone says, hey, can you link me this waypoint? You can do Control, click it, and it bypasses this thing, and you can still be typing your thing up without being interrupted when you Control click.
This is where Centaur
So, exiting out of that one. Now we're going to go over the icons. This is a heart person. When you finish a heart, you will get a reward that comes like this when you fill up this whole bar with the acts of kindness or whatever. You'll get this. This isn't for this one, but you'll get your copper and karma. I'll show you what you can spend that on in a little bit. And then it gives you a little note saying, thank you for helping us. You can put it back, save later. Or press accept. Another thing around here is the Vistas. Vistas are these red triangles. You can kind of see that. It has this icon. When you interact with them, you get pulled up into this cinematic sequence with some music, and you get to see this area from a third-person perspective, and it's just a perspective you would not be able to see anywhere else. Just this big monument thing like this. Well, fort. Now you can press close or escape to get out of it. We're going to continue on over to this skill point to show you how that works. There are three main types of skill points in the world. There are channels, which is like this one, consumables, and boss fights. A boss fight one is over there by the windmill. This is a channel. You get the little dialogue of what it is. You press commune. And then you get the skill point. And some experience. We're going to move over here and look at these. These are ore nodes. These are nodes you would find around the world. There are three kinds. You have plant nodes, ore nodes, and wood nodes. Each one requires a different tool. For ore nodes, you need to have a pick, which I do not have, but you can see this is a copper ore. As we continue along down here, you will find another copper ore indicated by this. And there's a friend screwing with my recording. As we continue along, you will see a waypoint coming up. There it is, how it looks in the game. Then there's the icon, so watch as we approach. That is what happens every time someone discovers a waypoint. It does that for everyone near this waypoint. We're going to hop up this way for the other two nodes. Here's a herb patch. You'll find these by these little icons. These plant icons. You can harvest them with a sickle. I have a sickle on just because of an event, right? Well, an achievement right now, but I'll go into that next episode. Okay. And the last node is a tree node, which requires an axe. And I will show you how to get these sickles, axes, and pickaxes in a moment, so insert clip now. And this is where you get your crafting tools. You can get it from usually any merchant, but since I couldn't find one in this town, you can talk to a master craftsman, look at their supplies, and in the section called Kits and Tools, you can get your gathering tools here, as well as salvage kits. These I'll go over in a future episode. These, we're already going over it. Now the clip is over and no time has passed at all, and time has passed, definitely. This is the end of this episode. Because I'm an idiot and I forgot to do two things before I closed out, here it is. We're going to look at a karma vendor, which is a renowned heart vendor, and what happens when you get a point of interest, which is this little... Oh, there's the compass working. This little icon here, which is a square. If it looks like that, then it's an undiscovered point of interest, and when you walk in, discovered a point of interest. Yay! Now, this is a renowned heart. I've finished this one. So, you can greet them, and then this symbol means you enter their workshop where they have this stuff, and then you can sell, buy back things you've sold, and you can see their wares. This is good for new people because they have got some basic items like this one I'll be buying, and they've got armor you can have, weapons that come up, and then they cost karma, which you get from events. That's how this works. Karma cannot be traded to other players, unlike gold. And now, cue the credits. Hit like, subscribe, hit me up on the Twitters, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Hero Panel and Inventory. I really hope I did not say that in the previous episode, because now we're going to it, and have a day.